energizes me so much when I come to things like this and people ask questions, and it's really great. And the way that I, like the 1 hour a day that I give to myself is that I go to CrossFit, and it makes me feel really good because every time I go work out, I feel like I'm gonna die, and then I don't. And so then I feel like, this workout is not gonna kick my ass, I'm gonna kick its ass. And it's just a great way to just like center myself again. And CrossFit is so intense that you can't think about anything else other than like the next rep that you're doing. But I will warn you, CrossFit, the first rule about CrossFit is to talk about CrossFit. So anytime I get the opportunity to say I do it, that's like the first thing that I say is I do CrossFit.
I thought the first rule is not to talk about CrossFit.
Just to talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah. I hate CrossFit.
It's so hard.
It's so
So intense.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
People always ask me how I stay in such great shape. CrossFit.
Zumba.
And I
Zumba to your song.
Good. So another question, guys. Anything else?
I think there was somebody had a question in the blue shirt. Yeah.
Okay, I'm Jonathan. The question to me was like, what kind of advice do you give to the students here at our college to break the careers, to be successful in anything?
What advice would we give to students at Oxnard College to break the career?
To break the barriers.
Break the barrier. I was like, break the career. I would say keep being you, and you is good enough, and understand that deeply, but at the same time understand that you got to keep improving you, the more you. It's lifelong. Education is a lifelong thing. I had dyslexia. I was flunked in school. But I spoke at Harvard. So I would say the advice I would give Oxford students. Love who you are. And I think I'd say that to Latinos. A lot of times we're not taught to really stand up and go, man, I love myself, and I enjoy being successful. This is good. I used to remember I would get hassled. You just want to be successful, don't you, Rick? I go, yeah. He admitted it. I'd be like, what? Yeah, I want to be successful. And sometimes we have to say that's good to be successful. Because if a Latino is successful, our money will go back into our community. Our money will go back into our parents. Our money will go back, of course, to the duty, Successful Latino just made Atlanta bigger with Latinos, by buying a home. And look what we're doing to the economy. So I would say enjoy success. Success is your natural right. Get that in your head.
Yeah, so a lot of people say like, or new generation, like, oh, you guys are lazy and this and that, and I don't know why you have in your mind. And so I see a lot of people say that about our generation. I've seen a lot.
They say the Latinos are lazy, or?
The millennials?
No,
Or-
I said like new generation is not like we used to be. Like we used to work hard, this and that, and you guys, your generation is kind of like becoming lazy now.
Well, I don't think so. I mean, I'm looking at, there's a younger generation member right there that's working pretty hard.
I do think that, the very first thing you have to do, and I said it earlier, is like you've got to take care of business, right? You're going to make it so much more difficult for yourself if you aren't getting good grades. And it's really as simple as that. If you aren't focused on making good grades and giving it your best, then you're just making it more difficult for yourself. It doesn't mean that if you don't graduate at the top of your class, then you still can't have a successful life and a successful career. Of course you can, but you're just making it more difficult for yourself. So why not just make it easier by focusing on the right things, right? Especially when you're in college, there's so many distractions. There's so many things that can pull you in different directions, but having a really clear goal of where you want to get to, that really always at least kept me, like I had my eyes on the prize and I knew where I wanted to go, and that's what I was really focused on. That doesn't mean you can't have fun or that you can't hang out with friends or do extracurricular activities. In fact, you should do extracurricular activities, but just take care of business and then everything else will follow.
And every generation looks back to the other generation, goes, you kids don't know, when I went to school, I had to pick for 10 hours in the morning, you know. Every generation kind of looks at it that way. The truth is, I find, you know, you guys, college kids, I don't find you lazy at all. I find you looking at the world going, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, that's what makes it challenging. It's like, because what I found, once you find your focus, then everything falls into place. You know, once you find that thing that you're passionate about, it's like all that water falls into the tub. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. It's just like zeroing in on that thing. Because then, other than that, then you are entirely distracted, and that's probably what that other generation is picking on your generation about. It's seeing your distraction, and they're picking on you because it happened to all of us. What's wrong with you? Where's your head?
And
And it's not that.
And a lot of Latino parents have to tell their kids.
It's just parents, though. I don't think it's Latino parents. It's just parents.
They're parents.
You know,
Not to be afraid
and
to
seeing
dream.
you, I seeing us emerged, seeing the kids today immersed in all this technology that they can't relate to as easily as you know, as you do. You know what I mean?
Visualize, dream, not be afraid,
Don't
And
be
take
afraid to
action.
dream.
and take action. It's not only here, it's just what's next, what's the step.
Try, and don't be afraid to fail.
Yeah.
There's no way. You try something, screw it up, try it again. Don't be afraid to take any chances.
I guarantee everyone up here has failed
Multiple
probably more than
times.
they've won. And that's true. Think about how many auditions you went out for and you didn't get. And then the one you did get is now this huge movie, and that's just life. You know, we fail all the time. It's how you get back up again.
That's how you grow too. If you don't fail, there's no growth.
Yeah. And anything else? No, we're done? Thank you. Yeah, another show coming up next month, Ruben Navarrete, Mirka Dinamos, really good people. Once again, please come on out. Next month, it's going to be a great show. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.